2013 Zuma belt replacement, first time the cover's off. I'm going to go all out. I'm going to take these parts off. They're virgin, they've never been off. Virgin bike sounds like a damn porn. Anyway, I'm going to put the parts over here. We're going to look at them and see what the bike is telling me after 9,000 miles here. 9,000 miles and 13 years of ownership. I got to be careful because my hands are, I don't want to get my hands greasy. Whatever. Alright, we're going to put this cover with the bolts over here. Looks good. See a little bit of oil right there. It's normal. This is off the carburetor right there. This is a little something you got to watch out for. Now all these parts will be cleaned up when I get to that point. This is the bottom side of the virgin Yamaha cover. You can see it's like this. You want to be real careful with this seal, and this is another part. Do not get a cheap Taiwan Japanese seal, okay? Get a real one from a Yamaha dealer. Or you can go to any dealer, okay? Any motorcycle shop has microfiche for all these brands. They can order, they can show you on the computer exactly what it looks like. You can order and go down and pick it up. Okay, so let's do a little bit of research here. What I see is, doesn't look like any leaks around the seal. Remember, when this was put on, everything in it was crystal beautiful clean. The dust that you see in here, all of this right here that you see, that is your belt disintegrating right there. And from what I can see is there is not much disintegration. I don't see any oil leaks here where the rear pulley goes. I don't see any leaks of oil over here. And you don't want to get any oil on the belt, okay? It's just like oil and brake pads. You don't want to do that. So we look over here, and I have, there's just not much. I mean, I'm amazed. It's almost like it's a new bike. So now we're going to come over here, clean my hand, take a look over here. I'll explain the tools, everything that you need. This is your front variator, okay? It's connected to the left side of the crankshaft. Behind it is the variator, right there. A lot of people will buy racing variators. They'll give you 3 to 5 miles an hour more top speed, but for these bikes, I keep them stock if it is stock. This is your rear brake bell. The brake is underneath it. Behind it is the rear pulley. In the rear pulley, when I pull off this assembly, and it takes the size, let's see, hands have arthritis real bad. It takes 17 millimeter. So you've got a 17 right there, and you have a 17 right here. You also want to get yourself a breaker bar. You want to get a 1/2 inch breaker bar, and you want to get a, of course it won't come off. Anyway, this is a reducer from 1/2 to 3/8. Okay? And then this little tool right here, I made this. Steve Van Treese out of Hawaii helped me make this years ago. Great guy, Steve. Godspeed. You know what we talked about? All those emails that you're getting from outside sources. Someone just has your email. It's from Nigeria. Just take the emails and delete them. There is no problem on my side, Steve. And I don't know if you can hear this, but I took 6 hours to take your name off of 3,400 of my videos. So, you know, I've done my part, but someone's got the ID. Somehow, these new AI scams, if you get an email from someone that says, well, you've got some copyrighted material on this and that, and I don't want to take it any further, but if you contact me and give me some money, then we can straighten it out. Delete it. Don't answer it. Don't do nothing. YouTube comes directly to the channel owner, which is me. I've had them do it once before. Scared the hell out of me. But if there's a problem, all your screen, all your YouTube accounts, everything will go red, and they will say you have to deal with this. So anyone getting an outside email from scam artists, just delete them. Okay. Now on this one, you do not want to put a screwdriver right here. Okay. This is going to freewheel because it's connected to the pistons. What you want to do, and this is really nice because I've never seen this before. These have two little tiny bolt things. And on this thing of mine, which is, I thought maybe I could use this other end, and I can't. But I can use this end, right here. Right here, and right here, connected to this little tiny metal thing. And I can take my breaker bar, right here, with the 17mm socket, and I can slowly take this off. I'll do the same with the back. Now after the back is, after you get this off, this will pop off, okay? And after you take this one off, the belt will slide off like this, and then the belt will come off with the bell when you take the back off. But you want to keep everything clean. You want to look very carefully at your case. A lot of times, what you'll see is, this is the left side of the crankshaft back in there. It has a rubber seal. Sometimes that rubber seal leaks. Sometimes somebody uses cheap Chinese junk seals and they leak. You don't want that to happen. So you want to check down here to see if there's any oil leakage, which there's not. You want to, this is another sign here too. You see that little tiny scrape mark? What that scrape mark shows is that the belt is stretching, which they do over time. And when they stretch, they lose their power. These little tiny machines, let me get up here. Sit down. These little tiny machines work on a 2-speed system. It's a synchro mesh clutch,